Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. We have arrived at Ball, and I'm supposed to find Harthylin somewhere outside of here. Ah, there she is. Hello there.
The mountain of fire has changed since last I was here.
Weren't you last here some 3,000 years ago? I would think that a mountain will change in that amount of time, especially a mountain of fire, but all right. Yes, it is so strange to me, Pineleaf. This place is both alike and very different from when I was last here at the close of the Second Age. For all the tumult within its heart, Orodruin seemed as if it would always endure. Excuse me here, this rockworm does not want to endure and has expressed its intention of dying by attacking me. Alright, now, oh, well, okay, I'll worry about that later. Now, what were you saying? Yes, and indeed, even the mountain of fire has changed since then. The southern face blown open, a lake of fire split onto the plain. This settlement was not here then, but I recognize the type. Military encampments have a sense of order and a place about them. Well, do I know it, for I served beneath the High King Gilgalad at Dagorlad and during the siege. But once the campaign is ended, all such order is discarded alongside the attention of the commanders. This settlement, Ball, has that air about it. Many inhabit it now, and lawlessness runs rampant, but some of the Easterlings within might be high enough in the hierarchy to have information of use to us. Hunt them down around Ball and its environs, and see if they might know of the Gúrzyul. So I need to defeat Easterlings in Talath Uri, and I need to defeat worms and salamanders also. And I guess this is defeat many worms and drakes in Talath Aruri. Now, the question is, do salamanders count as worms? No idea. Apparently, there's a separate quest relating to defeating drakes. Well, I'm not too keen on having a full quest just to... Ow, 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 oh my toesies, oh my toesies. Well, drakes of the Oh, good grief. I don't want to have to say that word twice. I'm even sure I said. I'm pretty sure I did not say that properly the first time. Now, let's see. Into Ball. Now, thing about this, you gotta be careful what you do in Ball because there is an entire quest chain around here. Hello, I was wondering if you could give me information about the Gúrzyul. Yes, yeah, I see. Oh, you'd rather fight than share information about the Gúrzyul. Ah, well, it was worth a shot. And now that means, now that's where it does funny things because, right. So now, okay, let's see, have a look at where are the... Ah, here it is. Ball South, and there I am at enemy to Ball North, and outsider to Ball South. So I think that means that now the Ball North people are going to attack me now. Enter Ball. Upon entering the encampment, the mood strikes you as rather strange. Everyone looks tired and ready to leave the plateau of Gorgoroth. There is still hostility here, but it is not directed towards you. It seems to be directed towards someone else. You decide that it is in your best interest to learn more about the situation. Alright then, let's Go into that. You should establish contact with those in command at Bal. Okay, well, okay, let me start with the other side. And I have to kill a few of these anyway in order to do this quest. And so this is defeat foes in Bal North. And I get reputation with Bal South as a result of doing that. I know, it's weird. Let's see, how about if I remove these two and worry about those later? Oh, and accept that quest. At what point do they attack on sight, I wonder? I'd have thought that if you went down to enemy it would, but apparently, no, it's not that. It's not that finicky. Now, let's see. But I need to get. I think I'm supposed to. Bal South. Yes. You notice watchtowers in Bal North that are not being guarded very closely, so destroy these watchtowers. So this should get me a little bit of rep with Bal South. I know, it's so strange to say. Let's just go and get rep with one of the Easterling camps to work against the other one. Okay, attacking his friend is a way to provoke trouble from the other, right? I guess that makes sense. Okay, and now for these, and that'll at least finish up the quest that we have there. Oh! Okay, it looks like I met that quota. Okay, defeated 6 foes. Okay, found a scorched parchment clutched to one of them. Attacking the unwelcome. Hey, all these D's and quests and everything that do here, but I do have to still take care of the guard posts, and most likely I'll have 1 or 2 additional quests that will come up at the same time. I don't need to fight everyone, fortunately. So we'll probably have to fight some people who are near various watchtowers, such as that, because otherwise I will get attacked if not too carefully. I have to remember exactly how much I have to work with on the rep, because in the long run you want to actually get rep with both of them, which is, I know, a tricky thing to do. And now it's your turn. Alright. Good. I found a nice place to listen in on what they're doing. You hear mention of the name Kirgi. Well, I'll have to find Kirgi at some point, though. Here in Bal North, I suspect Kirgi is not going to speak with me until I repair my reputation here, and this place seems to be full of repeated quests, because it looks like 5 minutes after I finish one let's kill 6 quest, another kill 6 quest comes up. I don't want to do that too often, but it may help with Bal South for the moment. But now I can at least finish that up and ruin those towers. Nice. Now let's read what's in these orders. The Kashai listen to a single voice, as ever, and that voice commands them to assemble at Nargroth. Their orders are to march to the gate behind Uridani. Of all the Gúrzyul, she is the only one to whom the single voice permits them to listen. The Stone Maiden will set the pace of the march. There is no need for haste. The single voice speaks, and they will listen. The next lines are written in a different hand, a hasty scrawl. Found this parchment in the hand of a dead orc. Don't know what it means, but it sounds like treachery to me. Well, who knows? What do you say?
What did you find?
Hmm, so Uridani Stone Maiden was one of the Gúrzyul after all. I thought it possible, for she was a black Númenorian and fought against us during the siege of the Barad-dûr. But she had not been seen since then. I thought that she was dead. Hmm. There is something else familiar in these orders. Nargothrond, the Caverns of Fire, are located in the eastern side of Orodruin. If the Kashai reported to Uridani at Nargothrond, we might learn more if we dare the caverns. Yes, it will not be easy to reach them, for when the southern face of Orodruin exploded, it created a lake of fire between here and there. I thought I didn't want to say that again. Okay, maybe I should just call it the Lake of Fire because that's slightly more pronounceable. Okay, it's a lot more pronounceable. It's a rather clear path until you reach this point where you run right into the middle of an orc camp, but there is one way through here, and that is run! Okay, wasn't the set of orcs I was expecting to attack me, but it was pretty much what I expected overall. I think I could outrun these orcs. Yeah, Ash Cloud seems to be staying pretty fit. Just avoiding the Kashai, and I should be able to get all the way through. I have run the gauntlets, and I'm getting closer to Nerbent, but I found this grim with a quest ring on it. I thought, uh-oh. Let's see if I can do that. Alright, that'll work. Fires of the burning plain. Yeah, I saw a deed that refers to this area as the burning plain, and I think the burning plain is a lot easier to pronounce than the name with those two really guttural sounds within them. All right, let's now see if I can find. Right, let's remove this quest from the log so that I get pointed in the proper direction because I need to find the elf again to find out what we're going to do about the Gúrzyul. Now, do drakelings count as drakes? Yep, they do. So at least that'll make things a little bit easier eventually. You feel a presence that regards you from within the carven stone. I feel a presence that says my toes are about to get very hot. Hello there? I need to talk to the stone. The humming stone, apparently. The carven stone is of dreadful form, and it does not seem out of place within Gorgoroth. But there is something else that sets it apart, a cold and watchful presence. And then there's more, a voice that whispers in your head. Images ride unbidden within your eyes. They are drained in color, as if the one who creates them has no knowledge of shade or hue. You see a place in the darkness and a tiny point of light flickering high above. Then below there is a knife held by a cruel fist. It descends in an arc, and blood flows from a wound. The darkness deepens. The voice in your head speaks no words, but you are suddenly awash on a questioning sea. You recover your own words enough to reply, "Yes, the Gúrzyul." The interrogative waves vanish and as quickly as they had arrived. In their place, there is an overwhelming sensation, the promise of knowledge and secrets held close for centuries. As you try to express that such knowledge would be welcome, it is whisked away, dangled just out of your reach. The giving sensation is gone, replaced with one of taking desire. You see a prison in the mind's eye, and the details so clear you know that it is a real place. The spirit shows you a certain cell in the prison, and a scorched skull in one corner. The images fade, and the whispering voice returns. It speaks a single word, but the word is enough. The word is, "What?" What? You're released from the spirit's hold, and the whispering in your mind fades away. The presence remains, regarding you silently. So, I need to find the scorched skull within a cell of the prison, right? From your description, it sounds to me that the skull is within the prison of Nerband, south of the plane of fire. But wow, why would the spirit wish for you be and find the skull? If that is truly what it wants, I can see no immediate harm in completing the task, but remain alert. Spirits such as this one have a reputation for deceit. Oh, believe me, I know that already. Boy, do I know that. Ah, here is the road to Oradir, which in turn leads to Narband. This place looks like it's going to be real fun. Singed page. Wonderful. Yeah.
Me and my boys are taking orders from that Uradani stone maiden. You can smell the stink of arrogance on all these black Numenorian types. She's got us off in Talath Uri, digging an underground fortress out of the Mithram.
Oh, well. That's quite a point of view for that. Some of her underlings. Didn't sound very orcish, but the tone was very definitely orcish, and that no respect for the Black Numenorians. So I guess I could see their point of view on that at least. Now, let's see if I could go and get to the fortress up there, which is my target at the moment. I guess I will have to eventually come back here and actually do the real quest, but I don't think this is the day for that. Let's just get our information and get back to Nerband and that stone and get by these patrollers who apparently are going berserk. And find that chip skull, because who knows what we're going to find after we get that. Welcome to Narband, where I have to get through all of this mess, all the way down to the end, and eventually find the basement with the skull in it. Right? Nothing to it. Now, how do I get through this place? Oh, this looks like a nice, fun, happy place. If you're shy. Not much of a fun and happy place if you're a hobbit, though. Now, I think I still need to get down one more level to find the skull. I have to figure out where... Oh, there's the stairs right there. Down and around. Oh, yeah, this is definitely the right floor now. Let's see. Jail door, jail door, jail door. We're out. I have to find skull, 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 skull. And we've got these flame spirits here. Now, is there supposed to be a deed for these things? Thankfully not! Okay, Scorched Skull. Well, let us deal with him. Then we'll worry about the Scorched Skull. Skull, skull, skull. Ah, one Scorched Skull. Now let's get out of this place. I somehow got back here with my hide, so let's see what the statue has to say.
Zacharo.
You place the skull at the base of the stone, and the image returns. Once again you see the prison of Narban, but something this time is different. It takes you a moment to recognize what has changed. But held in the grip of the spirit, it is impossible to tell how long the moment might have been. The prison stands in the shadows of Orodruin, and then you see it. The southern slope of the mountain is intact. The fire plane has not yet been made. The images flicker behind your eyes, and you see that Naraban is filled with prisoners. Downtrodden Nernhoth, rebellious Easterlings, and Haradrim deserters rattle the cages of the cells. Their jailers walk the corridors of Naraban, and the tap of their weapons on the iron doors, and they scrape their blades on the iron walls, and they tap their boots on the iron floor. There's a lot of iron here. You are seized by a sensation of eager anticipation, but it does not belong to you. It comes from the whispering spirit and fills you with revulsion and dread. Then the mountain blazes, and the southern slope explodes in a shower of rock and flame. The torrent flows inexorably down the side of Orodruin, and the rocky plain becomes the lake of fire. The images become sharper and more distinct, and if the spirit seeks to draw your attention, at last you understand. As the lava pooled at the foot of Orodruin, the iron prison of Naraban became superheated in its proximity to the lake of fire. Naraban became more than a prison. It became an oven. You close your eyes and shut out the sight, and at last the spirit relents. Its price paid. Zakharag, it says to you, the name of the spirit in the stone. What does Zakharag want? What will Zakharag tell us? We have to find that out in the next episode of Complete Pineleaf.